Okay, so another question I got for you is racism not being able to see the world through another skin color? And so here's my example. I know I'm a little out there, but so my example is Drax the Destroyer. And he's the most, here's the thing. My wife asked me, she's like, hey, who's your favorite Guardian of the Galaxy's character? And I'm like, of course it's Drax, because he like, and I wrote him down here because like I always forget stuff. um he's green and purple, that's debatable, I know, the lighting or whatever, but to me it looks green and purple, and I'm brown. So these are all three colors. That's my relatability right here. That's my relatability. So I'm following the tank line. I hope that's okay. I know some people, they need like straight lines. They need like, there's a straight line. No, that's relatively straight. Okay, just give it to me. The tank line is moving here too. I'm just messing around. Okay, sorry, I get off topic here. Okay, so he's green and purple. I'm brown. He's from Burbank, and I mean, I know there's like the subtleness there. Burbank, the cold bank, like he was probably a test tube baby, like myself as well. But regardless of the test tube baby aspect, I'm from Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is debatable where are the borders of Silicon Valley. I realize Silicon Valley is kind of like Atlantis, because like people are like, did that exist? Did that not exist? No, Silicon Valley exists. Where the borders begin and end, it's disputable, it's debatable, but I'm gonna claim it because I was in the heart of it. So and his relatability to me, whenever he talks about beauty, I always agree with him, because I'm always like, you know what? I absolutely agree. I wouldn't want to be, like me personally, I wouldn't want to be physically attractive, because I want to be liked for my ideas. Like if I'm hanging out with someone, I like my ideas and I like people who like my ideas. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't want to be around people who only wanted to look at my physical. I mean, you know what? I think I'm physically attractive, but I'm just saying like that's not, like everybody has a different idea. So like I just whenever he says stuff, it's not convoluted. See, that's the difference between him and I. Well, no, there's a lot of differences. He's very muscular. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of differences, and he's bald. I have hair. I shave. Well, the only part of my body I don't shave is like my head, basically. Well, I shave my face too, but look. I'm getting off topic here. What I'm saying is, whenever he talks about beauty, I'm like, you know what? It's so true, because he's like, I forget what he says when he was on the steps with. I'm so bad with names, but when he was on the steps talking about how ugly. That was so funny. That was so funny. No, but it's so true. It's so true. Um, I realize I realize that there's different types of beauty. You know what I mean? Like there's physical beauty. There's a beauty in the ability to say words in a way that express an idea very specifically to the way that you want it to be expressed. And it's like if you let a computer do that for you, we all get stuck in this like one way of saying words, and it's like that's what you need, kind of. That's why you need humans, or I think that's why a lot of people believed that you need humans, I guess. But once you do like create a ghost in a shell, like the reference of the movie, then do you need humans anymore? I think that's what artificial intelligence is asking itself right now. Once you create a ghost in a shell, do you need humans? I don't know. I got off topic. Sorry. I know we were talking about beauty, but no, it just made me think about how beauty does. Sorry, that song coming in hot. It's just such a good song. Such a good song. All right, thanks. I went like 5 minutes, and you know what? I always tell myself I'm gonna cut things and clean them up and make them look good. But I'm like, you know what? I think there's just some rawness, some raw goodness to just posting a whole video, like a whole cut. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean, or maybe you do. Yep, smoke coming out the nose. DJ Khaled. You know, I'm standing here with my finger over the end record button, that red button, and I'm just like, I just liked. Oh yeah. So I bought my wife a pair of cool socks when I went to Slovenia. No, I think they're cool. I don't know if she thinks they're cool. Um, she probably thinks they're. You know, my wife is really amazing. She really is because, like, she really puts up with a lot of stuff. Like, it's just I'm very eccentric. That's what my old boss, my old Sergeant Miguel Garcia, sir, Sergeant Miguel Garcia. Miguel Garcia. I think he's gonna be sheriff one day. I really do. That's where I put my money. That's where I put my eggs in that basket. That gentleman is gonna be sheriff one day, and I'm gonna say I worked for that guy. I always love when people say that. They're like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to clean up too. I'm taking. You know what? I'm trying to pretend like I do things around here because I don't. All I do is sit on my fat booty and watch other people work. And that's so difficult. Can you imagine the people who like don't do all the things that I do? Like, can you imagine the people that don't pick up after themselves, like that don't clean up their own yard, that don't make their own food, that don't do any of those things for themselves? That would be horrible. That would be so horrible to have like other people doing all these things for you. Because it's like, I know how to exactly do it to my liking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I keep saying you know what I mean, but I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, you could just not know what I mean. Okay, I'm going to stop recording because I'm going to post this for you. You know who you are. You love watching me. You're my number one fan. No, it's me. No, I'm dead serious. I'm the one that watches my own videos. That's why I'm like, some people are like, you know, you only have like 3 followers. And I'm like, yeah, that's 3 too many. Like, no, actually, you know what? If I had 1 follower, but someone who really like understood me and was like, you're fucking silly, bro. And I'm like, yes, I know. I like to be crazy. But like in a good way. Like, yeah, I just like to think about things and like, you know, what about these other ideas? You know what I mean? I keep saying, you know what I mean. I know you don't know what I mean unless you do exactly what I do, which you probably do. I'm probably sure, you know, everyone does what I do. And that's what I'm starting to realize. I'm like, I'm just not special. You know, like everybody else is doing all of these same things too, but in their own version. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're not into, you know, bows and arrows or guns or Legos or movies or amazing food. I'm obsessed with food, especially Japanese food. That's why I need to land something in Japan. I really do, because then I'm going to go full hog. I'm going to go full hog, not half hog. I'm not just the tip. You know, I told the ladies here in the United States, I say, like, I can only give you the tip, okay? And you know what? I'm actually very disappointed in one of my my most enjoyable people to watch, not just as a human being, but as a performer. Got you. Mr. Alex Jones, you claimed North America's biggest micro penis. And I think, sir, I think I have you beat, okay? But I don't know if I really want to compare dinglings with you. So I'll probably just secede to your union, that you've created a new independent something. But all I'm saying is you can have that title. I'm going to move on. Maybe I'll find a new title. You know, maybe I'll find a new title. That's it. You know, it's like, I thought that was so good. Dude, all right. Alex Jones is he's like such a good performer. You know, like when there's like people who perform, and then there's people who like perform. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'll be caught. You can catch me red-handed right here, because I've said this to my wife, and I'm probably a horrible human being, because I'm like, can you just try to pretend harder? You know, like I'm like, because she's like, no, this is just how I don't have emotion. You know, sometimes when I'm like, well, just pretend, like, just give me a little pizzazz, you know, just give me I know it's fake, you know, and, you know, I have the biggest, you know, micro penis in North America, and I know it's fake. That's so good, Alex Jones. That was such a good line. No, but my point is, like, sometimes, you know, like I think when someone's a better, you know, if they put their time and energy into being a good actor or actress, that shows that they care about you. Because like the last thing you want when you take your clothes off is for someone to laugh at you. You know what I mean? And that's why I just, I'm naked kind of pretty much all the time. So that I'm like, you know what? If you want to laugh at me, I, when I look in the mirror, I don't laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna stop it now. It's like 10 minutes. And then my YouTube videos, they don't, it's like too long and it takes forever to load because I just try to load from my phone. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. I don't know what I'm doing and I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered.